What's going on, YouTube? Back with another video. Today we're going to discuss the new 2K news regarding Pro Play and the new gameplay changes for 2K24. Pro Play is basically the new gameplay engine that they're using. It's to create more realistic movements on the court based off of how real life players actually play. They show a side by side of KD doing a move and his jump shot, and I'm not gonna lie, it does look pretty realistic. 2K is able to give us new animations with Pro Play, so we're gonna have new jump shots, dunks, layups, dribble moves, pass animations, and signature movements. The next bit of news is the gameplay changes towards shooting and dunking, and here's what Mike Wang had to say about it.
The shot timing release time setting from NBA 2K23 has been converted to a new setting called Shot Timing Visual Cue. Now you can set your desired release point based on whatever animation cue works best for you. This makes it much easier to play with players and teams you're not as familiar with. Advanced layups like floaters, reverses, euros, hop steps, and scoops are much more effective this year, and I'd encourage everyone to try out layup timing. It's much more forgiving for high percentage layups and also gives you the ability to finish tough circus layups in traffic if you can master it. For dunkers in New Gen, you can now force rim hangs from any two-hand dunk by simply keeping the sprint trigger held when the dunker grabs the rim. Down on the Pro Stick will give you flashy dunks, and up-down or down-up double throws will let you attempt contact dunks in traffic with the dunk meter. Meter dunks are green or miss on higher difficulty levels now, so you have to be precise to finish off the play. Bigs are going to have a lot of fun dominating in the paint in NBA 2K24. You can now branch out of any offensive rebound to a putback attempt by simply pressing the shot button after the catch. Post fades and hop shots are also really effective shots for post players, and you can definitely feel the impact of strength and weight as bigger players easily dominate weaker ones on the glass.
So the key takeaways from this is that the shot timing is again green or miss. Now the dunk timing is also green or miss. Layup timing is on by default and it is supposed to be more OP for advanced finishes. And paint offense has been changed to where post fades and hop shots are said to be effective. Strength and weight can matter in the paint, and you can also now branch out of any offensive rebound to a putback attempt by pressing the shoot button after the catch. The next thing that Mike Wang talks about is dribbling, and here's what he had to say about it.
In NBA 2K24 is the dribble breakdowns. Each player has two versions. Regular breakdowns are done by flicking up on the right analog stick, and aggressive breakdowns are done by flicking up with sprint held. This will initiate a sequence of signature size-up moves that you can use to create separation with on their own, or branch out of at any time for an explosive drive or other dribble move combo. This year features all new signature double crosses, hezi crosses, and escape moves. Another major addition is the blowout dribble. Tapping the sprint trigger while moving will give you a quick burst of speed where the ball handler pushes the ball ahead to get out quickly on the break. In the front court, tapping sprint will give you a quick change of pace to quickly blow by defenders. Adrenaline boosts are back, but have been redesigned to make both offense and defense more skill-based. On offense, boosts are no longer lost when pulling off dribble combos or moving short distances. This gives dribblers much more freedom to create off the bounce. But boosts will disappear every time the on-ball defender can bump the ball handler on a drive attempt. Losing adrenaline won't feel like moving in mud like last year, but it will heavily impact shooting attributes. So if a good defender can bump the dribbler 2 or 3 times in a single possession, they'll have a really tough time scoring if they do manage to get free. Creating your own shot off the dribble isn't the only way to get good shots. Knowing how to operate away from the ball is just as important. NBA 2K24 features new right analog stick jukes and other quick explosive moves to free yourself up for a shot. Tapping the sprint trigger will also give you a huge burst of speed to find open spots on the floor for spot-up jumpers or easy rim runs for dunks.
So the key takeaways from this is the 2 new versions of dribble breakdowns, the regular breakdowns and the aggressive breakdowns. And the new blowout dribble can be used to get the ball out quicker in transition, or in the front court, it can be used for a quick change of pace. On offense, boosts are no longer lost when pulling off dribble combos or moving short distances. Now, boosts disappear every time the on-ball defender can bump the ball handler on a drive attempt. Instead of dramatically slowing the ball handler's movement when adrenaline is lost, it will now heavily impact shooting attributes. It also talks about off-ball offense, where right analog stick jukes and other quick explosive moves can be used to free yourself up for a shot or cut to the basket. Just like the ball handler, off-ball offense also supports speed burst by tapping the sprint trigger. This gives the players a huge burst of speed to find open shots on the floor for spot-up shots or easy rim runs for dunks and layups. Now Mike Wang talks about defense, and here's what he has to say about the new skill-based defense.
Defensive movement has improved on many fronts, with better responsiveness and less sliding. This helps defenders get where they need to be, and with the improved body-up system, ball handlers will have a tough time getting free against great defenders. The improved contact can also be felt in the paint. Big defensive anchors will have a much easier time putting a body on shooters at the rim and forcing tough shots. Directional steals are also back. You need to reach with the correct hand closest to the ball and avoid reaching across the body to maximize success and avoid foul calls. You can also use directional steals to play passing lanes by flicking the right stick in the correct direction to get your hand in the way and deflect the pass. And when it comes to contesting shots, it's important to be patient and wait for the correct time to jump. If you're behind the shooter, jumping too early, biting on fakes, or closing out late, you'll quickly find yourself racking up fouls and giving up and-one opportunities.
The takeaways from here is that defensive movement has been improved with better responsiveness and less sliding. Contact and body ups have also been improved, and big defensive anchors have a much easier time putting a body on shooters at the rim and forcing tough shots. Another big thing is that directional steals are back, and now you need to reach with the correct hand closest to the ball and avoid reaching across the body to maximize success and avoid foul calls. You can also use directional steals to play the passing lanes now by flicking the right stick in the correct direction to get your hand in the way and deflect the pass. The shot contest system has been revamped to where body position actually matters now, and now you have to read the offense and wait for the correct time and opportunity to attempt blocks. The next big revamp is takeover, and here's what Mike Wang has to say about it.
Takeover returns to NBA 2K24, but with a different spin. Instead of assigning a takeover ability as part of the build process, now you can choose a category of attributes to boost on the fly. When you fill up the takeover meter, you can choose between finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense rebounding, or physicals. If you delay your takeover and fill up double takeover, you can choose 2 different categories of ratings to boost, making you a true threat on both ends of the floor.
So now in 2K24, when you fill up the takeover meter, you can pull up a menu that lets you choose between finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense rebounding, or physicals. Activating one of those categories will boost all your ratings in that one specific category, so now you have the flexibility to elevate what's happening on the court to see what your team needs before deciding how you want to use your takeover. If you delay your takeover and you fill up the second meter, you can activate double takeover, which allows you to select 2 different categories of ratings to boost. And when you unlock Mamba Mentality, activating double takeover will boost all of your attribute categories. These are all the new changes so far for 2K24. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments and give us a follow for more updates coming real soon.